CALLOUS Invitational 7 main event is underway, folks, and we've got an exciting matchup for you today. ABR versus Watermess. It's me, JimCool, and I'm at the edge of my seat. ABR, many people would consider to be the favorite to win the entire event. An excellent and consistent player in many generations, but especially Gen 3. Very much a trendsetter. Excited to see what ABR brings. Watermess, no slouch himself. A great player. I tend to associate Watermess more with offensive teams. Interesting options to lure the enemy. Definitely an outside-the-box thinker, Watermess. Let's see what these fellas have brought. We've got a Jirachi lead from Watermess, forcing out Suicune turn 1. Inviting in a Celebi. And we've got a Charizard coming in against a Calm Mind Celebi. Is ABR bringing some sort of special offense here? That's a little bit uncharacteristic, but I mean, this guy can pilot any team to success, I'm sure. Is this Snorlax going to blow up, taking out this Suicune? It is, in fact. That could be a problem for Watermess, losing the special wall so early against what looks like some sort of special offense. Charizard just took out a Metagross. ABR just didn't even flinch there, stayed in with the Metagross. And HP Ice just took out Salamence. What the heck? This Charizard is the absolute MVP of this game so far. ABR not frightened of, wow, a Focus Punch in the face of Tyranitar, denying a potential Dragon Dance, I suppose. In a great position against this Celebi, obviously. Goes for HP Ice to finish it off. And now what, Watermess? Goes Swampert. Good news for Watermess, it appears to be a physical Tyranitar. If it had HP Grass, Watermess might have been in trouble. And gets a Pump Crit on that Celebi. I think Celebi would have lived that. And that might have been relevant. Celebi could have Giga Drained. Watermess obviously far ahead though, maybe not super impactful. And goes for a Pursuit on a Calm Mind. Oh dear. This is a Pursuit Tyranitar without leftovers. Doesn't appear to have a Fire move or anything to hit Jirachi, so this Calm Mind Jirachi might honestly run away with the game, and it's even Substitute, so Charizard is not going to be able to revenge it either. How is Watermess going to get through this? This is a problem. Forgive the world's loudest motorbike outside. That's my fault. Forgive me. And Watermess hoping that this doesn't have HP Grass, because okay, it's Ice Punch. Didn't even have Psychic, and roar it out while also proccing your Berry. That's gonna be probably enough to bring it back for Watermess in this battle. And he's using Pump Select Swampert. I don't love that set. I hate the inaccuracy of Pump on that set, but Watermess doesn't care. No fear from Watermess. Not afraid of missing, and he doesn't miss. He would never miss, ever. Interesting squads from both of these fellas. Bit of a upset from Watermess there. Can he take game 2 and close out the set, or will ABR claw back? ABR with an Aero lead into a Hariyama lead. Gonna take his double-edged chip and lose his Choice Band. Interesting. No great switch into Hariyama turn 1, so I don't mind that choice from ABR. And Mag gonna come in on the Thori and take it out nicely with an HP Fire. Thori can live that from full, but ABR got a bit of chip on it prior, so no worries. Watermess with a physical Salamence on this squad. Doing hefty damage to Blissey with Earthquake, allowing Hariyama an opportunity to enter the field and do an enormous crit Brick Break to Aerodactyl. Suicune entering, taking Peanuts from Earthquake. Another Celebi from ABR. Celebi on the rise, it seems. With a Toxic. Unfortunate Toxic miss. Toxic Celebi a little bit novel there. Interesting choice. Maybe that's to help against Blissey, actually. But Leech Seed, I feel like Leech Seed's enough. It must be for something else. Wonder what that's, what the idea is there. Obviously not a bad option. Also it has Leech Seed, so interesting stuff. In comes Swampert against the physical Salamence. Hariyama back in, threatening a knockoff. Probably going to click knockoff, right? Yeah. Nice switching to mag there from ABR. And Watermess with a Claydol, which is going to completely handle that Magneton, which almost looked like it could have been a threat, but now Claydol's revealed. And Claydol plus Fortress, by the way, interesting, because Fortress is obviously a spinner, but when you're running a spinner alongside it, you can afford to run something like Zap Cannon or Earthquake on your Fortress, not need spin. This is a style we see sometimes, Fortress plus Claydol. Also has Toxic on the Swampert, ABR. Bit of Toxic spam, perhaps. Now, I'm assuming the last Pokemon for ABR here is some sort of physical sweeper. It's got to be like Tyranitar or Salamence. Pretty likely to be Tyranitar, I would say. That would make a lot of sense. And a Tyranitar and Arrow combo could almost make it happen. The Arrow is at 3% with no choice band though, which is a problem. But a Tyranitar could maybe clean this up if we... You got to get through the Suicune though. The bold Suicune is such an issue. It really is. ABR almost doesn't want to make Sand here either because that would really nerf his Celebi in this particular spot. Gets the Toxic on Salamence. I see why Toxic is kind of useful in that case. Crippling Salamence right there. And it can also cripple stuff like Fires incoming. Looks like Wish, physical Salamence. HP Flying Earthquake Wish. That's really interesting. Wishments is pretty common on teams like this, but I haven't really seen like multiple physical moves plus Wish. That's interesting. I wonder if it's DD Wish. That would be weird. But the sick and twisted mind of Watermess can make such things work and have a purpose. Blissey gonna fish for crits and freezes and whatnot with Ice Beam. No real downside to it. Go for it. This Celebi is probably gonna get worn down over the course of this game. Heal Bell Blissey is not what ABR wants to see with his Toxic Celebi and Toxic Swampert, is it? And another Toxic Miss is really not what he wants to see. A little bit of bad luck on ABR's side here, but also, I mean, how much do the Toxic Misses really matter when you got Heal Bell Blissey, probably Rest Suicune. This is a bad matchup for ABR, I would say. I think it's very difficult for ABR to break through. The Arrow is as good as dead. ABR's on the back. This one Spike is absolutely eating him alive. And it's even Shadow Ball Claydol, which is an adaptation to the rise of stuff like Misdreavus. Obviously Psychic hits Gengar, but not Misdreavus. Claydol can hit both with Shadow Ball. Gonna just loop it repeatedly. Not frightened of Toxic, really, apparently, Watermess, so maybe it's a refresh Claydol, or you're just happy to Heal Bell later and chip Celebi down as much as you can. Swampert getting very low. Dangerously low. And ABR is looking like he's really going to struggle against this Salamence, and there's a freeze. I guess that was bound to happen with all these repeated Ice Beam loops. You Ice Beam enough? That's like how many Ice Beams? Well, it's only 5 Ice Beams. Watermess is a lucker. I rescind what I said. That was pure luck. Sing Bliss makes sense on this aggressive squad. Bliss a little bit unusual in like mag physical offense teams. I think it's very good though. And Sing Bliss, logical. Oh, it's actually double trap. Double trap. Didn't crit Blissey there, so I think ABR's out of steam. ABR is out of steam. I don't think this is winnable. He's gonna slowly get taken out by this one Spike, and Watermess's outstanding offensive core is impossible to break through. This is gonna be a Get Celebi back in. Odd 1%. Last hurrah. Gonna recover up, maybe? Yes. ABR saving Celebi. Is there an avenue for ABR to win this? I'm not sure. I don't believe so. This Salamence is too threatening. And I was about to say an HP flying might even 2-hit. I guess it wouldn't have because of leftovers chip and probably bulk on the Blissey. This Suicune pretty much just solos the game on its own. It can be forced out, but with pressure and whatnot. I almost want to skip ahead in this one. I believe Watermess will win, and it might take a while though. Watermess getting impatient just takes the Rock Slide on the chin to eliminate Aero once and for all. One of the only ways ABR could win is with some Rock Slide nonsense. And now that's out of the picture too. ABR with no hope left. Gotta say, nice choices from Watermess here. Unpredictability can be a great quality. ABR is obviously targeting certain teams, and Watermess not playing into the trap, bringing some probably unexpected teams from ABR. He's gotten some poor matchups twice in a row here. What is there to say about this game? Suicune just calm-minded. Isn't that interesting? And now he's probably gonna use Rest. Incredible. Watermess gonna go to Claydol. Magneton deceased next time it comes in. There is no possible out for ABR, I believe. We're in this for sport at this point, just for a bit of a fun joke. Incredible Leech Seed on the Blissey, gonna heal 20% HP. Magneton gonna sacrifice itself. And for what? Is this maybe like Curse Swamp it and it can win? No, it wouldn't have, it doesn't have a physical attack. I apologize to the viewers at home, we're gonna skip ahead a few turns at least. Okay, and then it wasn't long before ABR forfeited the game there. GG's to Watermess, very nice showing. Loved the teams from both, but ABR missed the mark a little bit on the squads. He just didn't, just got caught off guard by the matchups. I suppose Watermess, a difficult player to prepare against. Never know what he's going to bring. A bit of bad luck on ABR's side, but at the same time, the matchup was kind of impossible. Aero is like your only form of offense against this, and then it got knocked off on turn 1 and incapacitated. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for CALLOUS Invitational 7. We got some exciting games coming up. ADV is epic. See you later.